That is a pretty cool paint scheme right there. And you can tell he's got airbag front suspension. It's oh, he's got the Declaration of Independence on the front. But his tires are up in Defenders. See that?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Hey, I guess hopefully they'll pay the same amount going back, you know?
Well, they certainly should.
Situation like that can put you out. What if you had 3 loads already booked? So stick to your guns, get what you're worth going back. This time of night when it's not all the way dark yet, that truck looks pretty dang good. Let's get going. That's a pretty cool moon. What's your name?
My name is Marcus.
Marcus.
I work for Bernard, yeah.
How long you been with Bernard?
Just over a year.
And what's your name on YouTube? What do you go by?
I don't even have YouTube.
I don't even have
YouTube. I just follow you guys.
He follows me. He's like, hey man, go to Lowe's. They got stuff all the time. I'm like, I know, but they don't pay enough right now. That's awesome, man. So he was rolling 85 and he was right next to me. Then he backed up like, this guy must know me or he's just having truck problems. But he's like, no man, I follow you. Well, thanks. Nice meeting you, dude.
I couldn't believe it. Nice to meet you.
You too, brother.
Definitely.
I'm gonna go up to the house up here because my lake house is right up here.
Gotcha.
And I left some parts for that Hellcat, so I just need to. Might as well because I'm going to Valdosta. But
how's it been going though?
Pretty good. I mean, we got a load now. So
you on the load now?
Yep. That was pretty cool meeting you, Marcus. Roll easy tonight, man. All right, let's catch some football tonight. And gets dark quick out here. It's 7:45. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and catch a little football and get these pieces for my car that I need. I don't know why I didn't bring them back home. I forgot them. I was getting that Trans Am started on my son's channel. But Marcus, nice meeting you, man. Take care, brother. And let's get back to the house and let's get on the road and get this load delivered. We made it, and the game starts in about 5 minutes. So we'll check on things out here. We'll get those pieces that we need. And yeah, it's a blessing. Huge blessing to have this land out here, and just can't wait to see what it can turn into and hopefully be a shop for future 3BB endeavors. But let's get this game on and let's get those pieces we need inside the truck. It is so quiet and like lonely, I guess is the word, without the boys here and T-Dubs. I think we're gonna be on, we'll just try NFL Network. Still a nothing game. We'll go to that garage opener and load up those parts. Oh, the IROC and the SS, Sleeping Beauties. This old girl, whew. Oh, her battery's charged. I put her on a trickle. Oh, I can't wait to get the drive shaft in and all that fun stuff. But if you're interested in kind of resto mod stuff, my son's channel, we are just waiting for a good old oil fuel pumps on. We have an oil threaded thing that your oil filter goes onto, and it comes out from the pan, but it threads into the pan. That's missing, so that should be coming soon from Holly. What are we holding at? There you go, 60 PSI. These guys right here, I don't know why I didn't put them in a Hellcat when I came back home, but they line up with the wide body fender right there. So the wide body coming over the wheel will match right there, unlike the other ones, which don't match at all. So, whoops, those in the garage on myself. We will get those inside the truck, and yeah, that was our mission accomplished. But yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, or that kind of stuff, check out my son's channel right here. We're trying to build it for them when they get older. Hopefully they don't have to get summer jobs in high school. All right, they're in there. And we can go watch some football. Pretty good first half on that football game. We'll lock this thing up and get going down to Valdosta. We have our pieces loaded up. Our mission is accomplished. So let's go. All right. over the scale or the weight meter. The meters how fast you're going out, but kind of your speed and your weight. And they're bypassing. They typically bypass. Only a couple times I've ever seen this open during the nighttime, but Florida, they're open throughout the whole day pretty much. But this one's, you can guarantee about 7, 8 a.m. they are working hard. So they don't have one leaving South Carolina, but they do have one entering South Carolina. We're rolling smooth, and let's keep going. And this is how you want to come to Atlanta. Oh yeah, nice and open. Nighttime is the only time. If you have to come during the day, make sure you get a good rate. But if you can come through the night, yeah, much better. So we'll be able to get down there, deliver. By the time our trailer comes back to us, we should be reset. Our clock should be reset. So we'll get down there about 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and then by the time we get our trailer back, noon, we should be reset. All right, sounds like a plan. Let's keep going. We've got about 220 miles left. This will be my first stop since leaving the lake. Look at all the trucks that park on this off-ramp. But I'm doing this in honor of my favorite shop, the shop that's I owe my whole business to. It kept me in business and really took me under their wing and taught me everything I know about this motor I run right here. I rebuilt the same motor in my first truck. I'm turning Jake's off. A lot of these guys are sleeping. Let me rebuild the motor in my first truck in 11-degree weather out in the front of the shop. Didn't know me from Adam. And, the way they treated me still was like family. They kind of didn't know what my work ethic would be like, and that's with anybody. You don't know if you're wasting your time with them, if I'm gonna abandon the project and just kind of wait for them to do it after, and more workload for them, and then now they got a truck in between their doors, because they put my truck in between 2 of their bay doors, and they have 4 of them. Out of the graces of their heart. Jerry did that for me. He said, hey man, this guy, it seems like he has the work ethic. I mean, I was also referred to them by Sammy. He has a great channel called Make Sense, and he's pretty much the guy I watched, and I owe a lot of my YouTube success to him, kind of give me the ropes. But he's the guy who put me onto the shop. And so anyways, they took me under the wings, and I rebuilt that engine, and then the rest was history. I started doing more videos. YouTube started taking off a little bit, and then we bought this truck to kind of have the bigger sleeper, but also just have the content for YouTube. Again, this truck dropped a valve, or bent a valve in the exhaust side of cylinder 5. Could have just done the head and been happy with it, but we did it all. We did the whole motor. That was the beginning of this year, so I was right there at that shop, and we got both those done in a week. And I owe everything to them, so we're stopping here. And I came here every morning with Allison. She's the one that was side by side with me, helping me. Not side by side, but like whenever I had a question, I would go to her and wait for her to have a second to kind of tell me what I needed to do. And that's, without that knowledge, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I love you guys, and I appreciate them. They are Hey Guy Diesel, guys. Haggai. Great people. Griffin, Georgia, right south of Atlanta. I'll put a sign right here on the left, or video, whatever, of them. But it's always pretty packed here now. Oh, that's a nice. Oh, we're gonna go check out that W9. Beautiful W9 paint job is awesome. But yeah, it's always pretty busy at night. If you get here 4 or 5, you might get a spot, but later on, not happening. Let's go check out that beautiful paint job on that W9 over there. That is a pretty cool paint scheme right there. You can tell he's got airbag front suspension. It's oh, he's got the Declaration of Independence on the front, but his tires are up in the fenders. See that? That's a pretty truck. Minnesota, Becker, Minnesota. Gorgeous. And actually, when we first took delivery of our W9, right where that green truck is right there, an RGN like that one right there, dropped it off. That's the spot we were in when the first time I ever laid eyes on that beautiful W9 we call ours. Okay, we got a turkey club wrap, turkey something, whatever. Tomato basil tortilla. Let's get back on these roads. Got about 170 miles left. Very busy exit, guys. Lots of guys just parked on the on-ramp. That's the life of a trucker, guys. A lot of you guys that aren't truckers, or gals that aren't truckers, sleep on the side of the road a lot. Not a lot of parking out here. A couple exits down, there's a TA, I think, and probably a pilot or something. That place is packed as all heck also. Our dealership right there wasn't there when I rebuilt my first truck, and it, I think, was almost done being built on the right-hand side with my second truck, this truck. So, yeah, it's a crazy world for truckers. But we move stuff around for the rest of America, don't we? We are going to let our oil cool down and get some sleep. Made it down. We only have about 2 miles left to go, but we're on an off-ramp, but it's a nice off-ramp. And there's 3 other trucks in front of that one, so we're sleeping on the off-ramp tonight because there's no truck stops right here. A couple of hotels and like shopping or grocery stores, but I'll just stay here with these guys and lock the doors, and we will see you in the morning. We have our side skirts up there and an empty on-ramp or off-ramp. It's actually the quietest off-ramp I've ever slept at, but all of our buddies are going, so it's time for us to fire up, prime that fuel, and turn off our green APU. All right. Oh, good job. We're about 200 hours away from a service on that thing, so we're only going to get that done. Of course, we'll do a nice review for you and a video on that, but we haven't had one problem with that thing. All right, let's air up and get over. So this exit is actually the one right after the one that is suggested to exit. It takes a minute longer, but it's very quiet. So I think it's a little hidden gem if you're coming to Lowe's, Valdosta. That yeah, look at the little lake there. That's pretty. You know, a little private lake for whoever owns that house right there. But you also have a freeway, so good with the bad. But yeah, it's really quiet. Not really anybody exit. And that's what you. Sorry, that's what you want on an off ramp or an on ramp if you're a trucker and you have to sleep there. Is something that's not going to have a bunch of cars going by waking you up. So cool. There's 75 right down there below us. We take a left up here and there is Lowe's, and we'll be about a half an hour early. Cool. And it's 82 degrees. It's a little warm out here. To our left, right back there, it said now hiring potato rolls. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with that down here, but there was about 12 Carolina Blue, I want to say International Pro Stars, or could have been 680s, I don't know. But they're a little far off for me to see. But cool, interesting color, cool, but a big old factory. So I wonder what they make there. Potato rolls, what is that? Like what Sonic has, what are they called? Why can't I think of it right now? I love those things. Not French fries, but yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Tater tots was the word I was thinking about. I'm like, what are those called? I was like, oh yeah, tater tots. Why not escape my mind? And then J&M Diesel was right back there. Looked like a nice, clean place. Kept in order. All right, Abs, take that little bit of left, and I'm going to take a left here, too. At the end of this road is, make it stay wide for these guys, is Lowe's. If you look it up on the navigation, it says permanently closed, but no, they're definitely open still. There we go. I got a green, but I can't see past this truck, and I think I saw a car back there. Oh no, I got an arrow. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I got an arrow. Okay, straight ahead of us. Yep, it says Lowe's. Nice little arrow. Truck drivers love when there's a sign. We got Dillard's, Sloan, Cook's Pest Control, all kinds of stuff. There's FedEx right there to our left too. Okay. I haven't been here. I don't think I've ever been here with the W9, but I was here with the Volvo a couple times. Let's see where trucks go. I don't remember, left or right. Nobody behind us. Stay in the left lane in case that's the one. What we got? We got. It just says Lowe's, turn left. Doesn't say trucks or anything. Okay. Well, there's a truck to the left, so that makes sense. Interesting signage, but I like it. At least there's a sign. Epps little holding lot to the left. That's why I didn't come here to sleep. I probably could have slept right here on the road, but I saw, but I didn't see a huge holding lot to sleep at, so I said I'll just stay here. Okay, let's get behind Big G. We're about 25 minutes early. Okay, so she just came out and said, been here before, I said about 2 years. And she said, okay, go ahead and slide your tandems for me, I'll go check your seals. So I just slid my tandems, and now she said, pull up here and walk into that door. I said, okay. See y'all later. Years ago.
That is going to go in the back of the trailer. You're going to keep that with you.
Okay.
You're parking over here to your right, and that open area says live on the ground. Drop it on up, park where you see the bobtail.
Okay.
They'll bring it back to you. Your bills will be in the back, and a packet stuck on the wall.
Okay, and then come back up here.
No, so yeah, you
Yeah.
go back down, but you need security at the back of the trailer. You
Okay.
Come back in.
Okay. And any of the spots that say live?
Either one.
Okay.
Just don't go in that building. You come back over here for the rest.
Okay, thank you. So not a very warm reception in that place. A little bit, maybe having a bad morning, who knows. But you heard what she said, and we'll get over here. But I hate when these tandems are slid because now our tractor tracks so much, doesn't turn as good. So what I'm gonna do is come all the way around here, dodge the yard jockey, which where is he going? Okay, he just decided to undercut me. All right. Let's see how tandems means that those tires are all the way to the back of that trailer like the one he's got. Alrighty. Probably could, well, what are you doing now? Probably could have waited for me. Oh, he's going there, okay. So why did you just cut me off, dude? I was here way before you. Come on, man. If you guys didn't make us slide our tandems, I wouldn't have this turning radius problem here. Alright, good. Let's have a better morning. Let's do this. But yeah, the bobtail guy's just kind of sitting there. I don't know what he's doing. We're gonna go over here. And that guy opened his doors like that. I think you're pretty much supposed to keep them closed for them. But yeah, we got it. We'll get this done. You just have to be very, very exaggerated on your turning when you have your tandems all the way back. Tandems are your back two sets of tires, the 8 tires back there that tandemly ride behind your tractor. So exaggerate every move you make because you're going to be turning twice as long, twice as wide. So, all right, we're in there. She's safe. Let's disconnect, lower the landing gear, and then there's a bunch of bobtails. Bobtail means you're just disconnected from your trailer. sitting back to our right. And on these W9s, you can raise and lower your suspension. So I will lower it and say goodbye. Okay, we're free. See you later. There goes our yard jockey buddy. All right, let's go meet with the rest of the bobtails.
Quite honest with you, this is the first time for me for a live load.
Okay.
It's got to go back to them.
Okay.
And get to the right wherever it's supposed to go, and then they'll load you or somebody else with what we were supposed to get today.
Okay, so you don't need paper towels at all then, huh?
Well, we need paper towels, just not that brand.
Oh, so the labeling's wrong, huh?
Right, yeah, it's not even labeled for us, nothing scanning in the building, and then, they just kind of was like, that's not what the brand we normally get from them. And so we had to ask some questions, and the vendor finally came back. And make sure you give them this information too. One of their people emailed back and said, "Yeah, we caught that this morning."
Okay.
So,
well, I delivered this morning.
No, I can't tell you.
Yeah, I think it. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do something about that. And so, will you bring the trailer back, and I'll just go ahead and grab it and start heading back?
Yes, sir. They're going to put everything back on it, and make sure that it's roadworthy, and then bring it back out to you.
Okay, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Hey, I guess hopefully they'll pay the same amount going back.
Well, they certainly should.
Yeah, that's a little mess up on their part. All right, buddy. Thank you, man.
Sir. All right. Bye-bye.
Wow. Well, that is a first for me. I had sinks one time, porcelain sinks returned. I delivered to Florida. It was the right product, but they said there was too many of them. They didn't have room for them, and they were trying to use me to negotiate to bring the price down on them so they could keep them there. I was like, no. So I just took them back. A lot of stuff going on right now. So I just got something else in the works that is pretty cool. It's I like what's going on. But then I just got that call and I was thinking, okay, great, we're done. And he's like, hey man, so whatever they had the wrapping on these products, this paper towel, the barcodes don't work for Lowe's. So I did have a call this morning from Shelby, but I didn't know what it was. Shelby, North Carolina, which is where Clearwater's at. So this has to go back to Clearwater or Shelby, Clearwater paper. So now I just emailed the broker. JB Hunt doesn't have a phone number to call if you're trying to book a load now, but if you're on a load, at the very bottom it says need help. You click that and it gives you the broker that brokered the load and a phone number and an email. So I emailed her that conversation and the load number and just what's going on. I just said, go ahead and double the rate con, I'll bring it back. So we will see what happens with that. Typically they don't want to do that, but that's what they did for me when I returned those sinks, because they don't know if I just lost. I don't have a load right now. I had a couple I'm looking at. Going to Jacksonville for 1,200. It's C.H. Robinson load from just above me, kind of by Albany, straight across to Jacksonville. So I had that one on the books, kind of. He's trying to get it from right now, but this one will mess all that up. So that's unfortunate. That's just a bad. We were talking about that the other day with the good old automated pulling, and then them being very fast pulling, but I guess sometimes fast isn't efficient. It's gonna be a big cost right here. So it was a waste of $1,800 times $3,700. So we'll see what the broker says, but we are not gonna move the truck until they send the rate con. Don't move your trucks till they send you rate con. Don't think that, oh, hey, we run loads out of that area of the region for this much to this region. Be like, look, you just messed up. What if you had two of the loads? If you're a person that books ahead, I don't book ahead. So for me, I don't have any loads on the books. But if I did, then that ruins that whole week and everything else. So don't feel bad. Make sure you get exactly what you did to come down here. Get the same amount, because that ruins all of your planning and everything going on, your clock, everything else. And this also doesn't really hurt what I'm trying to do for my next load, but it might. So it kind of it plays into it, but we'll see how it all plays out. But right now, let's just get our trailer back, start heading back to Shelby, North Carolina. And our trailer just came back, so just slid our tandems, released that air line, pull on and lock them in. And then I grabbed the paperwork out of the back of the trailer. Who knows if the procedure's going to be here? I just say, hey, they rejected it. It's time to get back home. All right, unfortunate, guys. If you want to see a little more conversation on that, I just went live, so we talked about it in there in the chat. So thanks for all you guys that stopped in there today. And I'll start heading back up 75. Man, I got no idea what R&L's doing right here. I'm sitting here waiting to be the next person in line. And he comes up for way behind me and just gets right in front of me. Like, come on, man. I'm trying to be courteous and not block this lane right here. What in the world? Man. That is tragic right there. Be more courteous, guys, please. Jeez. Rejected it. Because I guess the code's in, like, you scan them, they're not the right ones. So they called me and said, hey, man, we're going to bring your trailer back. We're going to load it back up.
Oh, so y'all is already handled. They supposed to pick it up.
He just called me, but I probably still got to go in there and talk to somebody.
Yeah,
because they said, we're going to put it back in your truck because it's the wrong stuff.
Okay.
All right.
You want to start this off?
Thanks, man. All right, man. So they rejected it. They rejected the product because it has the wrong labeling. I know. They called me and said they're going to put it back on the truck, and then they brought it back to me. I just don't know what I got to do with you guys. Or
Nothing really.
Nothing? Okay, get that paper.
Your bill.
Can I have someone write on there rejected, or what'd they say? Or just wrong product, or something for me?
I don't know if I should write on here or write.
Yeah, just something that they can say, hey, okay, who do we contact about what was done, you know? Any kind of email or phone number they could reach to, just to confirm it. Alrighty, thank you so much. They just said to give this other piece of paper to you guys.
When you come out. When you come out.
Oh, I am leaving. That's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. No
But,
problem.
thank you. Got you. That's me. They just they rejected.
Right?
No, they rejected it. See, wrong product, right PO, return
Okay.
sender.
Let me get the guy who responds.
Okay, no worries. No worries. Thank you. You want to come out with this stuff?
I mean, as long as you've been compensated for it, right?
I'm saying, but I feel like it should just go down the floor. You know? Whatever. Waste. Thanks, man. I know. Thanks, man. So that was nice of her. She resealed it for me. So we don't give you problems, you know? It is gorgeous. It's 79 degrees. Coming up almost past Hey Guy Diesel again. I really wanted to say hi to Allison and Jerry and all them, but duty calls. And we did get this load, guys, so it's a blessing. I'll be talking about it, of course, as we get to it. And got a couple things I need to fall into place first, mainly delivering this load back to the shipper. Then it requires some stuff I haven't done before to be done, so stay tuned for that one. Should be quite the adventure. Right now our adventure is getting back to 85, headed towards the house, and then back to 60 miles above us. I need to get these side skirts for my Hellcat that I have out of the top sleeper also. I guess I don't have to, but I'd like to. So T-Dubs might meet me, my wife. Grab that and maybe meet for dinner or something as I roll through Greenville. They emailed me and asked me when I will be there, and I told them, hey, actually, these kind of circumstances came up. Is this okay? And they said, actually, that's kind of fine. So I said, all right. that might work out. It's all going to hopefully pull into place. It was God's hand, I guess, just working through all of this, because we're going to take a little trip out to California. Check it out here on the left. Oh, that's a nice Camaro after that disappears. That's a cherry and mint Camaro. Maybe not mint, but looks good. Looks good from 20 feet, you know. Who knows what it looks like from 2 feet, but that's a pretty car. Either way, we'll be out there in California. Pop that up again. Hanging out with Bo and Crystal and safetyauditprep.com, guys. Keeps us in compliance, keeps our expiring CDLs, our expiring medical cards, and all the places to go ahead and get those taken care of, no matter what state you're in. That's the one-stop shop to go ahead and have a nice membership to, and they got your back for your back office. I have T-dubs, and I still use them for a little added security. So, anyways, we'll be out there in California, but before we get out there, I'd like to make a little money, get the bills covered for next month, and just kind of have a little relax room, you know, so we don't have to dip into savings. We just pay the bills. We have new tires coming. That'll be another video, putting on 4 new drives. So we gotta get that taken care of too. And yeah, just some stuff in the works. Some trucking stuff, but it'll be nice to go back to California. That's where I grew up. We'll be 45-minute drive from where I grew up, and maybe I'll be able to get a rental car out there or something. I don't know how much time we're gonna have free after meeting up. Maybe in the morning one day we can go out there for coffee, just so I can maybe see the beach, see where I grew up, pay homage to it, and where my roots were grown. So I grew up right there by Huntington Beach, California, Newport Beach. So we'll stay out of that maybe if we have time. But the main reason to be out there is to meet and greet with you guys. If you're going to be out there 15th or 16th in Ontario, California, Southern California, it's a little bit inland from kind of like Newport Beach, Anaheim, that kind of Irvine area, Riverside. So if you're out there, we'd love to meet you. We'll be doing a couple meet and greets scheduled to come out soon, and have a little bit of merchandise, stuff like that, giveaways, and just taking some pictures and talking about safetyauditprep.com and meeting some other great people out there and other vendors. It's a huge vendor truck show, so it's over 250 vendors. So, all right, let's keep going on 75, catch up to 95, or 85, sorry, 95 is on the coast. There is the exit to Hey Guy Diesel again right there. I wish I could stop, but we got priorities to take care of and get this load returned and then maybe get the next one going. But also, if you look here to the left, they doubled the rates. That is awesome. I just kind of told them, like, hey, that's what's going to be, and they said, no problem. So they doubled it. We got the Raycon already, and we'll get this back to them. But Alice is probably rolling over that bridge pretty soon because she lives over to the right of that bridge. And Hey Guy's over to the left. So God bless you guys. Thank you for everything you've done for me again. And I have to admit, I have not hit any traffic per se. I've never stopped. It's been a little slow and go, but never come to a complete stop or slow. So we're gonna catch the 85 right here. I have no idea what that car there is doing, but they're making it back on the on-ramp. And now we're on the home stretch, about 140 miles back to Greenville and up to Shelby. So we're gonna end the video here, guys. I'm gonna stop probably at the QT. I don't know where I'll stop, somewhere up here. But crazy day. Didn't expect it to end like this. Go into tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. We'll get this back to Clearwater and see what the future holds. If all goes well, we might have something in the works, but we'll check on that tomorrow. First, let's get to our. We haven't stopped once since we left Valdosta. So get up here and stop, and that'll be our only stop before we keep going. Okay, we made it. 100 miles left to go. We are at the QT. God bless you. Check us out, justtrucking.shop, safetyauditprep.com, all the usual suspects, and look for a pretty interesting video probably tomorrow. God bless you. See you on the next one.